Hello everyone and welcome back to XCOM 2 Ironman Mode. Sorry if I'm sounding a little bit groggy. I slept in this morning, so I literally just got up and made myself a coffee and we're jumping straight into it. Now we've got a unstaffed engineer, which we're oh that's right, Taliesin Axelrod. That is Taliesin Thancred Axelrod. For those of you who don't know, Taliesin Axelrod is the voice actor for Thancred in Final Fantasy XIV. We just rescued him, so that will dramatically speed up our construction speed of our guerrilla tactics school. And I thought we'd start today's episode by having a bit of a peek at our customizations. So we're going to find old No Arms Magoo, Holly Thompson, and we're going to work on her a little bit. Now we've got character info. I'm going to keep her name. We actually can't give her the nickname yet. I think she needs to be a sergeant before we can do a nickname. What we can do, however, is her biography. Oh, come on, that's kind of boring, isn't it? That's a bit vague. It's a bit ambiguous. All right, so Holly, No Arms Magoo, formerly Arms Magoo, grew up in the Australian outback, the one place on Earth that Advent would never bother occupying. One day, when out hunting, she was attacked by a rapacious drop bear, which tore her arms clean off. This unlocked a latent telekinetic ability. Holly discovered that she could manipulate objects that were roughly an arm's length away and roughly the same weight as those which she could have previously lifted. With her mind arms, she picked up her knife and thrust it into the face of... Okay, that's the end of the biography. So she picked up her knife, she thrust it into the face of the drop bear and killed it, and henceforth she wears the drop bear's the drop bear's fur as her face scarf. Anyway, we maxed out the biography there, which is probably just as well because I could have gone for a while, and that is without a doubt the most self-indulgent start to any episode I'm ever going to have done. But what else we got? First name, biography, blah 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 blah. Let's have a look at her props. So I said that it's a drop bear. What's that? Tactical mask. Oh, that's a new one. All right, okay, we're gonna go with that. So that's actually a new one from presumably from one of my my little mods that I've got. I'll say again that Kevlar helmet. Okay, all right, okay, I can party with that. Yeah, as I was saying, so I've got some mods that are doing absolutely nothing to the gameplay. They're purely aesthetic mods, but it seems like there's some pretty cool little options here. So we're gonna go with that look. That's pretty badass. We're going to go with that. Face paint, well, we wouldn't be able to see it, so we're not going to bother with that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with her torso. Like I say, we've got something that'll kind of augment her latent telekinetic abilities and allow her to pick up slightly heavier things than her arms would naturally allow, which I think is kind of useful. As for her main armor color, let's go with that sort of darkish red. Secondary armor color, yeah, I don't mind that sort of grey there. And what about an armor pattern? Do we not have our armor pattern yet, or is that in props? I assume that's in props. Armor pattern. All right, so we need to reach sergeant before we can do that. And let's change our weapon color. Let's make it color of the Australian flag. There we go. That is beautiful. That is outstanding. You know what? We're actually going to save her to the character pool. Excellent. All right, there's old No Arms Magoo, already with infinitely more personality. While I'm thinking of it, I'd like to thank everyone for volunteering to join the character pool. We got a lot of fresh volunteers to get shot at, which I very much appreciate. Let's see if we can recruit any of our new people. No, it's still the same. We got Brave Fox, we've got Death Reaper, Hazy Fox, we got Mr. Appy. Hello, please, Mr. Appy. Although we're running kind of low on supply, so I think we're going to roll with what we've got for the time being. Guerrilla Tactics School, we got 4 days. We've got 2 soldiers wounded. Alright, we've got pretty much everything that we could do in here. So why don't we...
We have a lead on the alien black site, but we'll have to rely on the local resistance to actually get us into the facility. We should try to make contact with their forces in the region as soon as possible. It's the only way we're going to find out what's behind this so-called Avatar project.
Right, so as Bradford was saying there, we get hints that certain operations are happening in certain regions, but we actually need to have made contact with those regions before we can do those missions. So making sure that we're making contact with lots of different resistance cells is one of the more important things. We can, however, rescue a scientist, which is going to be incredibly useful early game, because I'm pretty sure that our first scientist will... I'm not sure what it is on this difficulty, but I suspect it'll reduce research time by something like 30 or 40%. Excellent. All right, there's our Guerrilla Tactics School. Now we can instantly start unlocking some things here. The other one that I was trying to think of last time, the Advanced Warfare Center, I'm pretty sure I need to build that on top of like a different kind of facility in the Avenger, and that's why we couldn't use that straight away. So, all right. So a lot of these require certain classes at certain ranks, but we can unlock that one straight away if we have the supplies. With every time the loot drop, enemies drop an additional item. All right, that would be extremely useful. But for the moment, I think we're gonna let that. We're going to let that sit, although we do get this feature here, as you can see, so we can train rookies as a specific class, and that is incredibly useful, although none of our rookies are volunteers from the pool, so we are actually going to recruit someone from the pool, and then we're going to check them in. Let's get Mr. Papadelli.
We've had our suspicions, but before now we've never had the resources to investigate the possibility of clandestine advent facilities.
Yeah, Bradford, we know all about that. Alright, Guerrilla Tactics School, and let's train... how are we going to train Papadelli? I mean, specialists are always very useful. I see him as kind of a ranger. But I think we've actually got a specialist at the moment. We've got a sharpshooter in Viv. We've got a grenadier. So it doesn't really matter. We've got one of each of these. So we may as well make him a ranger, I think. And let's... I think we're being told, oh, we got an unstuffed engineer now all of a sudden. Of course. Of course. Of course. So let's start excavating something else with Thancred. Alien debris, alien debris. Let's clear this. There.
Or staffing the facility. Commander, so far I haven't seen anything critical among the alien components left over in this area. If we clean this stuff out...
Yeah, I know, Shen. We can use it for a new facility. That's what we're intending to do. Alright, let's check out this distress beacon. Let's pick ourselves up a new scientist.
We have allies scattered in cities throughout the globe who are
Hello, Council.
their knowledge of Advent's operation.
Alright, let's see what we got.
The aliens are actively pursuing them.
Oh, come on. Come on, Jannequinard. Of course we're going to have to rescue bloody Janne. Look at this. Dr. Jannequinard Durendaire, scientist. 117 intel. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, I guess we've got no choice but to rescue Jannequinard. Even though I'm pretty suspicious about him still, and I think he's probably still working with the Charlans. But let's check that out. I'd like to apologise as well for sounding all nasally and gross at the moment. I do actually have a cold at the moment. I've always got a freaking cold. Swear to God. So Yaz and Viv are still out of the action. Haps is in ranger training, so we've actually got to take some of these rookies with us, which is, it is what it is. I mean, that's alright. I mean, this guy's got a pretty fantastic mo, so I don't feel bad about taking him. Although I don't know why it kind of frustrates me that that this mod that sort of randomizes their appearance doesn't like put them in the same set at least by default, because I think it looks kind of silly having those sophisticated arms. Those I can't even remember the name of the set, but whatever those arms are. Anyway, I'm not going to bother too much about customization when they're still rookies. What I am going to worry about a bit is the fact that I don't want a shotgun on a squaddie who's only got 71 aim. I'm not picking that up. So we're going to switch to the assault rifle. We've only got flag grenades at the moment, although we do have a flashbang. That'll be quite useful. I think we're going to give the flashbang to Brawny here. Corporal Brawn. Oh, I didn't realize he was a corporal already. That's pretty cool. And No Arms Magoo, we're going to upgrade our weapon because we've got a 5% chance to instantly kill. I mean, that's very useful, and you see that come into play sometimes, but I don't think you can like count on it. You know what I mean? In terms of the way you sort of plan your turns and your attacks. So I think I'm actually going to go to the auto loader because that is also very useful. It's honestly more useful for like a sniper, but it's, well, what am I saying? It's very useful for anyone. I tend to prefer it on a sniper, but it is very useful for whoever has it. All right, so we got frag grenades, flash grenade. All right, that's as good as we're gonna do. So let's send them off and see if we can't rescue old Janne.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
Oh, let's do it.
We received an emergency request from the spokesman asking for our help in freeing a VIP sympathetic to the Resistance cause. Advent forces are holding the captive somewhere in this area, and we're expecting a steady contingent of reinforcements to back them up. Lock down the area, eliminate all hostile resistance, and secure the VIP.
Alright people, let's not box this up. I'm quite adamant. I just realized that we can actually see all the way through Magoo's body, which is kind of eerie. I wonder like if you shot a bullet into her shoulder if it would like go straight through. I mean, it would have to, right? Look at that. That's amazing. I wonder if that's just like some kind of optical illusion. Maybe she's got like a kind of set of mirrors under her clothes or something. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm quite determined to bring all these people home, but if that fails, I am quite determined to not throw up at the frame drop there. As I was saying in the last episode, it seems to be poorly optimized in parts. And someone recommended me in the comments that I should try like turning down the AA a bit, but it's only happening in those sort of transitional, like I say, between cutscenes and stuff like that, so I'm not too worried. Now we've got 12 turns to get... Janne is in this cell here, and there's the extraction point. That's quite a ways to go. Oh dear. Alright, well, we're going to move straight up on this truck. I don't think we're going to get spotted. We've got pretty good cover here. I'm just going to move everyone up to start with. No arms.
Let's do this.
Needs to hurry up and get Sergeant so I can actually make that name official. And Brawny.
Got it. Moving.
Alright. Let's see what we can see. All quiet. Now, oh, it's actually not nearly as far as I thought it was going to be. Now, we can either go around here to the front door, which would be the intelligent thing to do, or we can see if there's a door here, or we can just blow a hole in the wall, which some might consider a waste of a grenade, but at the moment I'm actually sorely tempted to take that route. So let's move up here. I don't think we're going to get spotted. We are in fact going to get spotted because we are flanked. Bollocks. Oh, okay, we're not quite close enough, but they're going to spot her in the next turn. So what we can do here is we can set up an ambush. We can put everyone else on Overwatch, because if you set yourself in Overwatch while you're concealed, you don't actually suffer the aim penalty that you normally get for taking a shot in Overwatch. So if we set everyone up in Overwatch, as soon as they spot her, it's going to break our concealment. They're probably going to take a shot at her, but that, you know, it is what it is. And we are going to hopefully get both of them down before they can move into cover. So there we go, spotted flanked enemy. Now they have a chance to instantly take a shot at her, which I guess we'll see in a minute. Yeah, they're going to take it. Well, that's lucky. I love this. So you see there, oh, we'll come to that in a second. Oh, they're both going to take the shot. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Shit. She's only got 4 health? Oh, fucking bollocks. Oh man, what a sloppy start. So, what I was thinking with that one, right, is in the alpha build and the review build of the game, this didn't happen. They wouldn't automatically take a shot against someone that they spotted who was flanked. What has happened since, however, is they set it to having a very, very small chance to do so. So, like, it was still a viable strategy, but a little bit more risky. And it appears now either we just got extremely unlucky, or they have dramatically increased the chance for that to happen. Either way, I'm not happy with that. That is a sloppy play. Oh, you have no idea how tempted I am just to launch a frag at both of them. But we're going to go for this one. We're going to miss because fuck me.
Target's still up.
Oh, come on, Bernie. You can do better than that, Bernie. Well, we're not going to get the flank with Bernie.
That's affirmative.
But what we are going to do is use our flashbang. And it might seem premature, it might seem like overkill, but we've got one soldier down and another one which is, you know, in serious trouble getting flanked, and one that's panicked. And we've just got to make sure these guys are doing as little damage to us as possible right now. Oh, fuck. Oh, there's a sectoid. Oh, this is bad news. This is not good. This is not good. This is very ungood. Well, I mean, at least they both got full cover, right? That's something. That's something we've got to be grateful for. And we might actually... Alright, so Sean's no longer panicked. That's good. He is, however, flanked. And we have an idiot on Overwatch, so we can't really do much with him at the moment. Now, we can't actually get that up to hit those two buggers up there. So let's... Alright, let's get these two. Can we... Is there... Oh, God, they're just far enough apart. That'd be about right, wouldn't it? Just far enough. Son of a bitch. Well, we really need to remove this Overwatch so we can get old mate there away from the flanking. And we got the kill. Alright. I mean, I'll take that. It would have been nice if we could get both of them, but it wasn't meant to be. Magoo's got a promotion. That'll be wonderful if she can actually survive this. I guess they can both hit us from there still. Alright, we're gonna fall back to this full cover here. And 46, not great. 52. Let's take the 52. Let's take it. That's a coin flip, right? It's worth a shot. Nope.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Alright, well. Let's, okay, grenades out of range, that's not an option. I was about to say, you know, use them or lose them, but this guy's actually got a pretty poor arm. But there we go. I mean, 46, that's as good as 50, right? I'll take that. I'm pretty happy with that. We got another promotion. I can't believe we got a fucking dead soldier in the first turn. Oh, and to add insult to injury, our sectoid buddy here is going to turn her into a disgusting Zambo. Now that's just...
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
That's just a dick move, isn't it?
Menace 1-5, be advised.
That really is a dick move.
On your current position. Fire
Okay. He's wasting our time here, isn't he? That's not a flank, but we should be able to hit him with a Granada from here. And in the next turn, yeah, and what we're going to do, we're going to blow up that wall in the same move, which should give us easier access to old mate Janne. Now, I think that's going to kill the Advent dude, but we really need to get that sectoid down. Is he going to take fall damage? Maybe that wasn't far enough to take fall damage. Oh, it was. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, that is good. That is good news. Alright, I didn't think he was going to take that much fall damage, but I mean, I'll take it, right? Now, are we going to be able to hit him from... Let's see if we can see it. No, I'm not going to be able to hit him from there. So... I mean, that's frustrating. Because now that sectoid's going to have a pretty good chance to go and inflict panic or something on us. But there's a chance that he moves before the zombie does. So if we put these two in Overwatch, they might be able to get a shot on the sectoid. And if the sectoid dies, then that zombie's going to fall over. Alright. Yep. Yep, I was hoping for that. And there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, you think I would have learned my lesson by now to be patient with my openers, because moving up there, putting her there, that was... I mean, it was very, very unlucky that they both got a free shot on her. And if they hadn't, it would have been a pretty sweet ambush. But all the same, that was... I could have handled that better. I'm just glad it wasn't one of our boys. one of our boys or girls. Now, we've only got 7 turns to get him out of there. And it looks like... Is there even a door? Are we going to have to move in here? Yeah, we're going to have to move in there. And there's quite... I wouldn't be surprised if there was a guard or something in there. So... Still, we got pretty good vision, so we can move up to this building without too much stress, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely suspecting to see someone in this room or in this room adjacent. So we're going to play this one careful. 6 turns. I mean, it's going to take us... What? Well, it depends where the door is. It looks like there's a door here. So I'm going to say it'll take us... Maybe... Yeah, no, it'll take us 2 turns to get the VIP to that spot. But we've still got 6 turns. We should be able to engage at least one group successfully in that time, provided we don't run across more than that. I'm going to go ahead and take this risk here. But we can't see around that corner. So I'm just going to sit on Overwatch for the moment. Alright, let's move Sean up to this half cover here. Because we should be able to see straight down here. And it looks like we are in fact alone. I'm absolutely certain there's going to be a squad here in this fog here. But with any luck, we should be able to get Janne straight past them in a single sprint. I'm not going to bank on it, but I'm definitely going to hope for it. Geez, the dexterity required to pull off this hack without any arms. She truly is something extraordinary. And she almost got the bonus as well. Very close. Hello, Janne! Long time no see, you carrying little butch. Alright, Janne. Nah, you can't quite make it. Alright, well, we're going to move him up to here. You can hunker down there, and next turn you can sprint straight into the extraction zone. Let's move Brawny up. There we go. They're coming to us. Alright. That's fortunate. Well, that's a wall.
That is not good.
Getting a little bit twitchy there. That is a wall. Alright, excellent. That sectoid is fact.
Looks like they called in backup.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
Okay, well we've still got a grenade. We've still got a grenade left, and we'd be insane not to use that. Because that's going to clean this right up for us here. We can kill that dude, and we can destroy the sectoid's cover. We'll hopefully kill that dude. I mean, that's obviously not guaranteed. As we learnt in our first mission. Now, Janne is going to leg it straight for the extraction. Because there's nothing he can do. He doesn't have any weapons or anything. And at the very least, we can get him out of here. Good, 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 good. Now, full cover would be absolutely lovely, wouldn't it? Alright, well we can flank... We can flank that Muppet. That's not sprint, is it? That's a single move. Yeah, that's a single move there. Alright, so we can flank that Advent Muppet and stay in full cover. And then I can move up to the full cover that that Brawny just vacated with no arms and get a good shot on the sectoid. So let's do that. But we can't actually hit it from there. We don't have line of sight. Ah, okay, alright. Well, we're taking a bit of a risk here. We're going to move up to the half cover. If they can both get the shot on, 72, I mean, that's pretty good. If they can both get the shot on, I'll take the crit. I'll definitely take that. Then we'll be looking pretty good. Oh, of course, he already used the grenade, didn't he? Wasn't thinking there. Alright, well, hopefully this sectoid isn't going to do too much damage. It's going to panic someone, maybe mind control someone, but we'll have it dead in this turn. And, well, it's just the 3 normal troopers. I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried. It would be nice if we had another grenade and we could do that. What's he doing? Yeah, they always seem to want to go for the Zambo as their first move. It's often ill-advised, I feel. But, you know, that's his prerogative. It's absolutely his prerogative. Yeah, alright, I know. I hear you.
That's affirmative.
3 turns is 2 turns more than we need. 81, come on, you can do it. There we go. Good work, buddy.
Hostile neutralized.
Alright. He's gonna reload. Gotta remember that. Surprised to get a promotion for that, actually. Now we got full cover there. But do we have a shot on anyone? Is the real question. Where are we? Is it that one? No, come on. Oh, this camera really pisses me off sometimes. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'll have a shot on at least one of them.
Position confirmed.
So let's move up there. It won't be a very good shot. But I mean, if we get lucky, 48, 48, 48. Yeah, if we get lucky, we'll be able to kill one of them. It's worth a go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, we're starting to make up for some of that terrible RNG we had at the beginning of this one. Now, Bernie, you've got full cover there, and very little chance of being flanked. So let's move up on that. 53, 52. Again, it's a coin flip. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, I'm not going to cry about that. God, I wish we had another grenade for that car. Overwatch and Overwatch. Alright, so they're going to do their level best to stop us from being able to extract in time. But to be honest, well, they can one-shot us, can't they?
We're green to go.
Alright, so we got to do them this turn. We've absolutely got to do them this turn. Everyone is within sprinting distance of the extraction zone. Oh yeah, easily. Easy, 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 easy. So we'll get them this turn, and if they're still in Overwatch next turn, then we're just going to have to take the risk and hope that they don't get shot. Alright, that's good. That's good news. Shawnee, 47. Come on, mate, you can do it. Nope.
Not even close.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Now, Bernie he's got 6 health. These dudes do 3 to 4. I think we're going to go for it. Unless this guy scored a crit and he missed. Alright, excellent. Excellent, because we were still behind half cover when he took the shot. So there we go.
No longer a threat.
Menace 1-5, you're
Alright, excellent.
Get to the evac point now.
Jeez. Talk about a last minute evac.
I'm going.
But we did it. We did it. We did good. I mean, we didn't do that good. It was kind of sloppy, wasn't it?
Got it, moving. Heading home.
I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. We did lose a soldier, but he was only a rookie. He wasn't any of our boys or girls. And everyone else came out of that completely uninjured. So they're not going to be out of action at any point for any reason. They're all still on full health. And I think that they should all get promotions out of that. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think we're going to take that. It was Lucia Ramos, I think, that got killed. O'Neill did pretty well, but I'm going to say once again, No Arms Magoo MVP for this one. And I don't know, I think I got distracted when I was talking about that, but you guys noticed that there was like a little holographic wanted poster in the city there of Yazpot. That's a really cool feature, actually. You'll see a lot of those kind of things around of your more notorious soldiers, which is pretty awesome. It's becoming more and more apparent to me that I can't actually breathe through my nose at the moment, so I'm probably going to sound absolutely awful, but like I say, I got a cold. We got 3 promotions, so yeah, apologies for that, everyone. So we might actually cut this episode a little bit short today. We're going to go with Shadow Step. That's very useful. As you can see, Soldier does not trigger Overwatch or Reaction Fire. So in XCOM 1, there was an ability like this for the Assault class, where you would trigger the Overwatch, but it would automatically miss. Now that's quite overpowered for obvious reasons, is that you could remove that Overwatch. This doesn't remove the Overwatch. They do stay in Overwatch, but they won't take a shot. So that is very helpful if you want to, you know, move up or move back, or you know, get a flanking position against someone who's suppressing someone else. Okay. Alright, that's good. We've got another specialist. That'll be handy. So we got 2 specialists now. We can outfit one of them as a sort of more combat support specialist and the other one as a healer. And Magoo is now a corporal. Excellent. And I think we're going to go... Bonus point of armor is 66% less damage from explosive attacks. I think at the moment Shredder's very useful, but we're not coming across many enemies with armor just yet. And if we go down this tree, it's going to be a lot more, well, as you can see, Demolitions Expert, which I think is going to be super useful at the moment. So we're gonna take that path for the time being. All right, excellent. And like I said, they're still all active. None of them have been hurt. So I'm, and of course we. I love that I was able to give him his monocle. We've got Jannequinard Durendaire.
Hello, Commander.
117 intel. Alright, excellent. There we go. Research speed increased by 33%. I mean, it's not 50, but it's good. Yeah, I know. We got low supplies. It's all good. It's all fine. 3 days on the alien debris. Guerrilla tactics. 3 days. So some exciting things happening in 3 days. Alright, let's
What we've managed to do here.
I just wish he had lived long enough to see us fight back. To know that it wasn't all for nothing.
We've got 5 days on those supplies, but we've got 1 day on this extra scientist. Now, we're currently researching our magnetic sort of gas weapons, and scientists are going to be super useful for that, obviously, because we're all tied up with that. Oh, okay. Sybil, you're a scientist this time. There you go. I thought... So, Sybil requested to be a... I don't know why. Don't ask me why. He wanted to be a big burly Tongan bloke. Something about that being his sort of current RP go-to. But it looks like you're actually an engineer, and that update that I did to your character didn't take. So, Sybil, you are going to be safe aboard the Avenger. It's very unlikely anything's going to kill you. You're going to be looking pretty good, my friend. Oh, we got some rookies down there. That is very helpful as well. Alright, Mike's finished his training. We saw down there that Viv has actually recovered. So that is excellent. That is excellent news. We've learnt Slash, and we're actually going to put someone else into the guerrilla tactics school while I'm thinking of it. I mean, it doesn't really matter who. Let's go with another Grenadier. Grenadier is a very, very useful early game in particular. Alien debris cleared. That is good news. Laboratory workshop power relay. Okay. So that was alien debris. I got to remember that. So it's the machinery that we're going to need to clear to build our... There we go, Talzin there. Alright, we've only got the one at the moment. The Advanced Warfare Center, I think, we're going to build on top of alien machinery. And that's going to be another big priority for me at the moment. What do we got? Intact structures. Right, let's pick up these supplies and then we'll go fetch those rookies.
Strategic resource located.
Excellent, 51 supplies.
We're plotting new course.
That is very good news. We should actually be doing some engineering, but we'll come to that in a second. Oh dear. Okay, Advent Retaliation. So for anyone who've played the first XCOM, these are like the terror missions. This is going to be very, very difficult. This is going to be the first sort of real big challenge for our campaign.
Sector 12, East Africa.
So we're going to set up for that, and we're going to leave us on a cliffhanger once we've got this squad set up. Alright. We're going to take Brawny. Yeah, we're definitely going to take Viv. Even though snipers at this point, at a current level, it's not going to be super useful. Yaz is shaken. I'm not going to take Yaz until we have something called a Mind Shield. We are going to take Mr. Pavarotti. Alright, that's looking good. And we're actually going to... Where are we? What am I doing? I was going to see if there's anything that we can build actually. So let's go to engineering real quick. Where are we? Engineering. Build items. Medkit, smoke grenade. I mean, ideally you don't want anyone getting shot, right? But medkit I think will be pretty useful here. Pretty useful. Because they're gonna... What am I doing?
Africa.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. What are you doing? Alright, okay. Now these are both bad news. So we'll be given the opportunity to undertake different missions to counter either of these. This one in particular, UFO hunting the Avenger, is very, very bad news. We are not prepared for that at all. So that's the one we're gonna... I mean, this isn't good either, giving Advent Troopers armor. That's not good either, but we're definitely not prepared to be dealing with that one. Let's get back to here. Alright. Okay, who are we going to give our... Oh... Okay, Mike, you're going to be our combat medic for this mission. And that's actually where we're going to leave it. So, first retaliation mission is going to be the start of next episode. It is going to be... it's going to be rough, guys. It's going to be tears. I think we did pretty well on the last mission. I mean, one death... one death is never good. That's never a good thing, particularly this early game. But it was pretty unlucky, and we did make the best of it. So it is what it is. Thanks everyone for watching. Apologies again for sounding like some kind of undead bloody mess. But I'll get better. I'll get better before the next recording, hopefully. And I'll talk to you guys then. So take care. Bye bye. Hello? No, that's not the one. Goodbye. See you next time.